Welcome to the Upper Potomac Concerts. For 30 years, the Upper Potomac Music Weekends have brought some of the finest traditional musicians to Shepherdstown for workshops, classes, concerts, and more. This year, in 2021, we are forced to go entirely virtual with Zoom workshops and YouTube concerts. You can find out more about our programs and about the artists featured in this concert on our website at upperpotomacmusic.info. We have made this concert free, but hope that if you enjoyed it, you will support us by making a donation to us via PayPal. The donation address is upperpotomac@gmail.com.
Hey everyone at the Upper Potomac Dulcimer Festival. I'm Colin Beasley, hammered dulcimer player, and I'm going to be playing you a few tunes tonight. A few originals, a few covers, but a pretty wide variety of different kinds of music. So, without further ado, I hope you enjoy. This first one is going to be an original called The Untrodden Town. I wrote this one a few months back, and it's about whenever you are either moving to a new place physically or you're just in kind of a new season of your life. And it's about the ups and downs and everything you experience when you first get there. So this is The Untrodden Town. So that was the Untrodden Town. That's a little original of mine. Kind of a folky tune, but with some kind of a little Stevie Wonder inspiration in there, believe it or not. There's some chords in there that I got almost straight from Stevie Wonder. But speaking of beautiful chords and good music, Stevie Wonder has great music, in case you didn't know that. This next tune is a classic made famous by Louis Armstrong. It is called What a Wonderful World. This is my little take on it. Hope you enjoy. So that was What a Wonderful World, at least my little rendition of it. I hope you enjoyed that. This next one is going to be an original kind of combined with the not original. So the intro is going to be to a Jobim tune called Gingy, one of the most beautiful tunes I've ever heard. Incredibly beautiful intro. So I'll be starting with that, and then I'll go into an original tune called Vento Spontaneo, which is Italian for spontaneous wind, which is written about a few friends of mine who inspire me to do spontaneous things and also have Italian backgrounds. So this is the intro to Gingy into Vento Spontaneo. I hope you enjoy. That was an original tune, Vento Spontaneo. Hope you enjoyed that. This next one is a tune I learned a couple years back that a fella in Texas told me I should learn. It's actually a classical guitar piece. Incredibly beautiful tune. You know, I'll be honest, try not to go to sleep because I'll play one more song after this, but it's a beautiful song and it's also a lullaby. It's called Afro Cuban Lullaby. Okay, that was Afro Cuban Lullaby. Again, one of my favorite tunes. Just so happened to be in the key of D when I found the music for it. Made me very happy. Okay, this last tune is one that I love to play. I play it all the time. It's had many different iterations in my, since I've learned it, I've made many different arrangements of it, but it's an Irish jig called Morrison's Jig. So this is my little take on Morrison's Jig. Coming from a percussion background, this is a very rhythmic song, and I love to play it. So, without further ado, this is Morrison's Jig. So that was Morrison's Jig, and that will be my last song that I play. I hope you enjoyed my concert, and I hope you've enjoyed the festival. Look forward to hopefully seeing you around. Have a good night.
Hello everybody, we're Steve and Ruth Smith, and we're so glad to be with you tonight, and welcome to our little cabin in the woods in the mountains of North Carolina. And we're going to start out with a tune that I wrote to honor my mom. She was a lovely Southern lady. Her name was Jessie May, and she had a wonderful positive outlook on life, and she certainly had a positive influence on my life. Jessie May.
So we started out with one that Ruth wrote, Josie May, and now we're going to do one that I wrote, and it's from our Heirlooms album, and it's a song I wrote about a very special pocket watch. Since yesterday, I wear the watch my grandpa always wore. I don't suppose that where he's gone, he'll much need it anymore. 'Cause if they've got trains in heaven, I'm sure they run on time. So he's left it here since yesterday. My grandpa's watch is mine. My grandpa was a simple man. He never drank or swore. He never harmed a living thing. No one could love life more. And even though his watch don't run, I hope you understand that I wear it to remind me I should be that kind of man. Could you tell me, please, today is the 5:03 on time? We used to sit and watch her, and he'd say, well, that train was mine. My grandpa used to drive her. He went 30 years on time. So I set the watch at 5:03. Now he'll always be on time. Now that my grandpa's watch is mine. My grandpa's watch.
So Steve and I feel like we're pretty lucky people. We get to travel around the country and play music for people and with people, and we get to teach, and it's really, really a blessing. Looking forward to getting back out on the road again. But I have occasionally had classes where I had all levels of players in the class, beginners, intermediate, and advanced. And that can be a little bit challenging sometimes to teach. So what I did was I wrote this tune, and I wrote out 3 parts, a beginning, intermediate, and advanced part. And I made it so that they all fit together so that everyone in the classroom could play together. And Steve thought, hey, that sounds like the old one-room schoolhouses where you used to have one teacher and all the grades in one classroom. And so, well, he's the lyricist in our family. And so he named it for us, One Room Schoolhouse. Three, four.
One-room schoolhouse.
That was all 3 parts at once.
I'm impressed. I can barely get through one part, let alone all 3 of them. We're excited. This is our first time tonight, because we haven't been out performing for a whole year, that we're going to get a chance to do this tune. It's one that I found years ago. Natalie McMasters, the great fiddler, wrote it. It's called Farewell to Peter, and it's one we've wanted to work out for a long time, been on our bucket list. So here we go tonight. This is Farewell to Peter. There we go. Farewell to Peter. Yeah, pretty tune. So Ruth's going to be teaching it this weekend to one of her classes. So you want to make sure that you come to that if you can. This next song is another one that I wrote. And I wrote this about a situation that happened back when our son Ryan, he was 2 years old. He's 36 now, so
It's been a while.
it's amazing I can remember that far back to when he was 2 years old. But we used to live in a little house up on a mountain, looking down on this little tiny airport that wasn't very big at all. But some of the military planes would come and do touch and goes on it, and so I used to like to take Ryan down to that airport, and we'd watch airplanes take off and land and do the touch and goes. And there's an intersection. If you turn right, you go up to our house. If you turn left, about a mile down, you're at the airport. So we're coming home one day, we're almost to the intersection, and Ryan says to me, he says, "Let's go to the airport, watch airplanes." And I went, "Oh man, I got to get home, I got stuff to..." I said, "What could I think of that would maybe trump that?" And I said, "Well, Ryan, we have ice cream at home." And he goes, "Yeah, let's go home and get ice cream. Go to the airport and watch airplanes take off." I thought about it, and I thought, that's a pretty good idea. So we did. We threw the ice cream in the cooler, went down, backed my truck up to the fence, but it was back when you can do that sort of thing. And we sat there, ate ice cream, and watched the airplanes take off in that, which is why this is called Airplanes and Ice Cream, and it's on our album, A Good Life. My little boy came to me this morning. He looked up and gave me a grin. His eyes told me he needed me, and his smile said I was his friend. So I pulled him up in my big chair, the one he knows is just mine, the one he sits in when I'm not at home and pretends he's a daddy sometimes. We talked about airplanes and ice cream. He told me they were the best, and we decided if we had just those two things, everyone else could have all the rest. Then he decided, well, we should play ball. After that, we would wrestle and run. And I saw what we did didn't matter to him. Just being together's what makes it such fun. Well, then he picked up a book and explained it, though the words didn't match what he read. But I liked his story much better, and the pictures really matched what he said. When he finished, he pulled on my finger, and I knew that meant let's go play. He'd already planned out my day for me. There wasn't much more I could say. So we talked about airplanes and ice cream. He tells me they are the best, and we decided if we had just those two things, everyone else could have all the rest. Then he decided, well, we should play ball. After that, we would wrestle and run. And I saw what we did didn't matter to him. Just being together's what makes it such fun. Yeah, my little boy, he taught me a lesson as he looked up and gave me that grin. His eyes told me he needed me, and his smile said I am his friend. Because we talk about airplanes and ice cream. He tells me they are the best, and we decided if we had just those two things, well, everyone else could have all the rest. 'Cause we're together, and that's the best. Just being together, hey, that's the best. And I learned a very important lesson that day about how to be a father from our little airplanes and ice cream trip.
Well, it's really been nice to be with you this evening. It's funny, I actually, even though we're separated, I actually feel like you're really here with us tonight, and that's really nice. But I do look forward to when we can get together in person. We're really grateful to get to take part in the festival this weekend, and just say a big thanks to Joni and all of those who've worked so hard to put this together online. And we just really appreciate being a part of the Upper Potomac Spring Music Fest. And just want to leave you with this.
When the sun came up this morning, I took the time to watch it rise. And as its beauty struck the darkness from the sky, I thought how small and unimportant all my troubles seemed to be, and how lucky another day just belonged to me. And as the sleepy world around me woke up to greet the day, all its signs So what, my friend, if all your dreams you haven't realized? Look around you, boy, 'cause you got a whole new day to try. Today is mine, today is mine, to do with what I will. Today is mine, my own special cup to fill. To die a little, that I might learn to live, and to take from life, that I might learn to give. Today is mine. Like most men, I curse the present that seemed void of peace of mind. Then I race my thoughts beyond tomorrow, and I envision there more peace of mind. But when I view this day around me, I can see the fool that I've been. For today is the only garden we can tend. Today is mine, today is mine, to do with what I will. Today is mine, my own special cup to fill. To die a little, that I might learn to live, and to take from life, so that I might learn to give. Today is mine. Thanks for being with us, folks.